What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at some NuSupply effects kits for Newage Michael, or their version of a Omega Supreme. So I got a very large package of different effects. They're really cool, but there is quite a few here, so we're going to take a little bit to get through each of them. There's a couple of effects that were actually compatible with any version of Omega Supreme. So if you have Pangu toys, you could go with that as well. But let's get started. We'll start off with the blast effects. All right, so starting off with the blast effects for the arms here, we have this kind of standard yellow effect, and it's matched with this hand here. So you can get that plugged in. And I think that looks pretty darn good. It's a very clean effect. Nice translucent plastic. We also have this red one designed for this hand, so that just fits over that, and now you have that look. Pretty cool. But of course it wouldn't be NuSupply with some smoke effects, so you get this smoke effect, and I believe this one attaches here, so you can have that look. Nice design. And then this one is really cool. It's the first time we've had something like this. It's a three-pronged smoke effect, so it fits around this piece here. And you want to be careful with it, but that's just cool. Look at that. Yeah, we haven't really seen anything like that from him yet, so very neat design there. All right, next let's take a look at their Grenade Assault Kit. So we just looked at the FX kit, now we're looking at the Grenade Assault. So if you open these up, you've got some nice little painted missiles there. But if you want more action, he's created these. And these are really kind of cool. It comes with a little set of these. So painted basically to look like little missiles or grenades. And this is done, with that smoke effect that he usually does, but with kind of a faded from, yellow to red down to the smoke. And these will fit right into here. So you take the longer end right there, kind of the thicker end, and that plugs in right here. There's a little slot right at the top of these, and it just pegs in there perfectly. And then you can take these, and these will peg in to the end. All right, and there you go. There is both sets with the grenades attached. Looks pretty cool. And the word I was looking for is runner. When you detach them from the runner, you might be better off snipping the edges just so you get a clean cut. You don't get these little ridges here. But that looks really cool. It does come airbrushed like this, so the grenades and the actual effects are airbrushed and painted. So very, very nicely done. All right, the next bit you get here is the rocket effect, which is why I have the rocket separated. Obviously, I was too lazy to completely transform him, but this is the effect you get. Beautifully airbrushed. Same material, but painted nicely. And this is supposed to have a peg right here. I accidentally broke it, but this will peg in to the bottom of the rocket, and then you can display it. Mine still stays, so it's fine. Still show you what it looks like, but pretty darn cool. You could have this displayed next to the base, kind of taking off like he did in the actual cartoon. All right, and the last effect kit here is the direct energy weapon, which I think is probably the coolest blast effect I think we've seen ever. Looks like this. And this is designed to be, shot from his cannon, so you can kind of pretend like he's shooting the ground or shooting something along the ground. So you can set up this, and I'm trying to demo how you would set it up, but you get these smoke effects which will go around the effect here. So you get one on each side. And then we can take one of two attachments here. So there's kind of a bigger one and a smaller one. I find that the smaller one fits better with this guy, but you have the choice. So you're going to put the angled edge, the larger edge, down over the top of this. And then you can just line it up however you like. And just to demonstrate, here is Roller. He can be running away. Pretty Pretty cool. I mean, obviously you'd put some Decepticons here, but that's pretty awesome. Now, if you use the bigger one, it does go a little bit higher. So again, you want to put the larger angled part down, but a little harder to get it lined up here. I think it would probably work with a slightly different pose. But just based on the pose I have here, I think the smaller one works. But nice options there, so you can display this, in different ways. But that's not it for this kit. You also get these effects. So if you wanted something for the other claw, which is kind of naked right now, you can have this. So that's kind of like a charging weapon, or a charging effect. He's charging up the blast. Or you can have this, which is kind of like a swirling effect. Pretty cool. So you can plug that in. So this kit basically comes with these 5 pieces, right? These two effects, this huge direct energy weapon, and then the smoke effects here. Very, very cool. So final thoughts on the NuSupply effects kits for Newage Michael. I love it. This is probably one of the coolest blast effects I've seen out there. Every time I think that, what else can you do with blast effects or smoke effects? He comes up with something new, and this one really is kind of special. It's just a very cool piece. Now, just to remind you, what is available and, what can you get here. First, we went over the FX kit, which is the typical 2 blast effects, 2 smoke effects. So you get 4 pieces total there. We also looked at the Grenade Assault, which are these 2 pieces with the grenades attached at the end, airbrushed and painted beautifully. And we looked at the Rocket Blast effect, which is painted beautifully. Again, airbrushed. Very nice if you're planning to display him in his rocket mode. And then finally, of course, my favorite, the direct energy weapon effect, which I think is just phenomenal. Now, the great thing about this, if you can have a display with all of your Legends figures, and you can really make a lot out of this. You can put some Decepticons in there, some Autobots over here. I mean, it really would be a cool setup for a shelf. So I think this one is just very special. But all of them are pretty cool. You can check those out on NuSupply FX website, which is in the description below. Thanks to NuSupply for sending this for review. I have actually one more video coming. I'm going to film it separately just because I think it's so special. It deserves its own video. But stay tuned for that. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.